Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Slowbro, the one that's actually going to be getting stabbed from Surf here in the Open Ultra League. Now take a look at the collection. I did do pretty well here. Hand caught a 100 unknowingly, and we got some pretty good IVs. The only thing that I did lack was evolving enough Pokemon. I didn't rotate my Galarian Slowbros to catch the Psychic types, so now I'm stuck having to do that, and I'm going to have to Elite TM a couple if I so choose. There's maybe like one that I want to use an Elite TM on. Otherwise, we're looking pretty good. I did make a bunch, so we're ready to go for all kinds of leagues. I did have that 100 Slowking already in my arsenal. I'm not going to put Surf on it because unfortunately it's powered up beyond the Ultra League before PvP was out. So everything that was right over 1500, it was like, oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me, when I did use them to test out raids and stuff. So we do have very good IVs that we can go with, but I'm not trying to invest another 300 and something thousand Stardust or whatever. I'm going to go with the one that I already have that's powered up here. That's a 98%. Not ideal IVs, but who cares? We're going to go with it to see what it can do here. Going to go with Confusion and Psychic. And of course, the Community Day move Surf. If you do enjoy my videos, please give it a thumbs up. We're going to be pairing it up with Scrafty and Articuno yet again because I found it to be pretty good. And we're just going to go ahead and pair it up with this Slowbro as well here. So let's get it going. We're met with the Charizard. This is not a bad lead here, but it could be, you know, Fire Blast is going to be hurting us, or should I say, yeah, Blast Burn. But we can debuff them and also hit them with that Ancient Power, but they're going to be retreating into their Shadow Wall Range. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Scrafty here to have a blast. We've gotten a shield out of them. We can let this go. They're hitting me with Icicle Spears. We should be able to farm them down here, no problem at all. And maybe get a shield again, but they are down one, so I don't think they're going to be really quite obligated to, or bringing in a Swampert. Never mind, they're going to keep that Charizard in the back burner and hold on to it for a minute, which works out perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and swap into my Articuno and start taking advantage of this situation here, hitting that Swampert with an Icy Wind. They're bringing back that Charizard. We still have 2 shields left. Now we can let this go, and we do calling a Dragon Claw. This is probably going to be another Dragon Claw. We're going to survive this. Articuno is just a tank here. Going for the Icy Wind because maybe we get a shield. Okay, they're letting it go. And Articuno is still winning that matchup. It's a double KO, but technically we are doing pretty good. Bringing in the star of the show to finally put in the work on the last Pokemon with hardly any health. What a showcase, folks. What a showcase. No, see, it'll put in the work here in a bit. It's just Articuno and Scrafty are so damn good. Next battle, met with a Poliwrath. Not particularly great for us. Again, it could be worse, so we're just going to hang tight here. We do have the Slowbro. We don't want to swap because Scrafty doesn't want to go up against a fighter here. So we're just going to have to keep on going with the Icy Wind and do as much damage and lower their attack as possible here. It's as simple as that. So they hit me with a Scold. They did not get the debuff. Great. And what is their second move? Dynamic Punch. Great. They're going to have to throw again. They're not in a horrible position or anything like that. We are lowering their attack, and we did bring them down almost into the red. Tell me this is a Scold, please. Oh, right. But unfortunately, they're going to be able to farm me down here. Ooh, lucky you. So we're going to bring in the Slowbro. They immediately swap into their Ninetales, and I cannot bring in my Scrafty as that does have Charm, and we're going to be taken out in a couple of seconds. So we're just going to stay tight here. Hopefully the Scrafty is going to be able to handle whatever's in the bag. Going for that Community Day move Surf, getting stabbed. Let's go. Now, I do have a Shadow Slowbro as well, but again, I need to collect my dust before I continue to just throw it away. Crazy. For each video, sometimes I'm investing like 500,000 Stardust. It's like, what? No wonder it's going away so quickly here. So we're able to get to the Surf up against this Poliwrath. They're going to be letting it go. We immediately swap, and they've got a Typhlosion with Shadow Claw. Beautiful. So we are Dark type. We're resisting that. It's not a Shadow Typhlosion itself, so we don't have to worry about basically getting one-shotted here. So we're going to go ahead and let this Blast Burn go. Yes, I still have a couple of shields. I'm not trying to flex. This is just the way we're going to play through it here. Oh, no, I still have used one. Never mind. Okay. All right, holding on to that last shield, bringing in that Poliwrath, and that's exactly why we're saving it. Okay, I'm losing my mind here. So shielding that up and countering them down, taking the win. Let's go. Next battle, leading with Articuno the entire time. Met with a Drapion, of course, because we got that Psychic in the back, and it's bringing up that Dark up front. All right, with that fighting in the middle here. This is a fine battle. It doesn't really matter. Sludge Bomb is our hardest hitting move, and it's still really, it's doing a decent amount. It's just Articuno. It can take a hit. I love this thing. I should probably just start using the Shadow because it is so tanky here. All right, we're going to let this go. Hit me with a Crunch. Don't think they got the debuff on that. Doesn't really matter because we're pretty much almost going to get taken out. Well, not anymore since we did debuff them by 2 stages. If this is a crunch, we will survive. Should be able to farm them down here. And come on, Articuno. Oh, yeah, I love this thing. Unfortunately, not getting to a Icy Wind, but they're bringing in a Wall Rain. This is perfect alignment for me here. Let's get it. If this is Earthquake, which I highly doubt, I don't think, yeah, that was way too quick. They're going to be retreating into a Jellicent. Oh, okay, we like to see this here. So we're just going to go ahead and stay put. Seeing that we are going to be Psychic on that Slowbro, we don't really want an encounter with that. We don't want to get hit by a Shadow Ball. All right, I was contemplating on trying to catch a Surf, but it wasn't really necessary here. They're letting that go, still holding onto their shields. I'm like, okay, sounds good to me. Let's get it. So I shield this up thinking that I can counter down. Don't think it was going to make it, probably, but we're going to go ahead and just swap. They got that Wall Rain back there. I want to make sure that the Scrafty does stay alive because we're going to be doing so much damage, even with the little bit of health that it does have, and we do have a little bit of energy as well. Slowbro can take a hit, especially as it's not a Shadow, and it doesn't matter if it's 98% or not. IV ideal for PvP. It's still going to be doing fine here. All right, it was worth using the Elite. Was it worth it? I mean, it's worth it for the video. It's always going to be a direct upgrade from what they do have. So we're able to take that win with a Slowbro. Icicle Spear just barely doing anything. Next battle met with a Swampert. This is a fantastic lead. All right, let's get it. So usually they're going to hit that Hydro Cannon first, okay? Later we're going to encounter somebody who wanted to farm extra, and you're going to see how much it is going to make a difference. If you can get off that Icy Wind first by lowering their attack, you don't have to shield a thing, and then you're going to be able to simply take them out there, of course. So we're going to let this go as well. At this point, it's going to be pointless to shield, because if you are going to shield, it's the first one that you want to shield up. So we're going to go ahead and take them out. Beautiful. Articuno putting in that work. They're coming in here with a Galarian Wheezing. Okay, that threw me off a bit. But we're still going to be able to take that thing out because we do have the Slowbro. Since they're doing so little with that Fairy Wind, I decided, okay, let's go ahead and just hit them with an Icy Wind here. Let's see what happens. Lower their attack, getting to another one, but unfortunately they're going to have to win that CMP. Hitting me with a Play Rough. We bring in our Slowbro. They've got a Trevenant, and I immediately swap into our Scrafty. And I knew it was going to be kind of an annoying battle. Seeing that they still had 2 shields left, but they immediately backed out and make it easy for me. Great. Next battle, we're met with a Gramble. This is perfect, as we do not want our Scrafty to go up against it. And let's go ahead and just take it out here. Slowbro doesn't mind going up against it. We do need to look out for the Crunch, though. Everything needs to look out from Scrafty's or Gramble's charge moves. They just hit very hard. Crunch usually, and close combat. Alright, so we're going to be shielding up that Crunch, going for an Icy Wind as they do bring in that Giratina, and we're going to go ahead and lower their attack, swap into our Scrafty, and we're going up against a shieldless opponent. Now, if you get a little confused as to why I hit the Power-Up Punch here, it's because I wanted to do a little bit more damage and then potentially farm them down with counter. It's a little ambitious. What would have happened was I would go for another Power-Up Punch, vamp up my attack again, and I was just getting ready for the Scrafty potentially just to hit it with a vamped up Play Rough, or man, I'm all over the place with my names today. Vamped up Foul Play. But kind of a little bit of a sloppy situation on my end here. They're going to be swapping into their Gramble, as a matter of fact, to catch a Power-Up Punch, and we're going to go ahead and swap into our Slowbro to hopefully get to the Surf before they get to their charge move. Beautiful. We gotta love how slow Charm does build up energy. Taking them out, still holding onto a shield, and we've got all of our Pokemon left, and they're decently healthy. Now, we know they do not have Shadow Sneak, so we're going to go ahead and let this go here, hitting me with that Dragon Claw. What is in the bag? A Swampert. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and go for a Psychic here, because it's just better that way. I mean, just do more damage, plus getting stabbed there shieldless. We're going to let this go. Then we're going to bring in the Scrafty to kind of start withering it down, and then the Articuno is going to be able to finish it off for us. We're definitely going to hold on to that shield because we're still in the range of losing if we do not play our cards correctly here. So shielding this one up, and we should be able to farm them down, and then we're going to be very close to getting to another one. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit that Icy Wind, and I don't even need to hit any of those bubbles, and we're going to be able to take that win. Let's go. Again, folks, if you do enjoy my content or if you want to support me, please hit that like button and make sure you do turn on notifications. Met with a Buzzwole. They're going to be swapping into their Guzzlord. Okay, that sounds good to me. I mean, this is still super effective. So what we want to do, I was going to swap after this into the Scrafty, but then I was thinking, you know what, we got Pokemon to counter what we were just seeing. Well, the Slowbro at least. So we're just going to win this matchup and see what happens here. Okay. Bringing me down into pretty much KO range, and we're just going to throw an Icy Wind, blind Icy Wind, as what is it? Charizard? Okay, well, we could have almost taken them out with a Ancient Power, but woulda, coulda, shoulda. Bringing in the Slowbro, they swap into their Buzzwole here, and we're in a kind of a predicament. So we got Shadow Charizard, which is going to be taking a whole hell of a lot of damage, and this Lunge, which is going to be super effective. So we're going to go ahead and double shield. We've been attack debuffed by 2 stages, but we're still going to be able to take on that Charizard with this confusion damage. Now I throw this Surf here because we should be able to get to another one. I did cap out at our energy, and we're going to get another confusion in there before we do throw our next Surf, so they can't sneak in all that quick move damage. And I'm thinking, okay, come on, Slowbro, survive a Blast Burn, and we do. And we get to another Surf, and if there's any showcase in this whole video, it's going to be that one, displaying how Slowbro is just a tough little cookie over here. Yeah, it was not very effective, but his Blast Burn cut in front of Shadow Charizard. Let's get it. Next battle, we're going to be met with a Gliscor. Great lead, they're going to be swapping into a Walrein, and this is straight rock, paper, scissors at this point for my end. Okay, so what we're going to do is simply keep going for Power Up Punch, counter them down, and we're going to be looking good here. Letting this Earthquake go, no problem at all. Scrafty is a tough little thing here. It could take a hit unless it is going to be taking super effective Fighting, Charm. Is that it? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Or, no, Bug's not very effective because of the Fighting. Alright, anyways, what are they going to do? Bring in that Gliscor, of course, to farm us down here. We're going to go ahead and throw a Power Punch. Hopefully they throw up a shield. No, they don't. They call it. All right, very nice. They already know we're going to be bringing in that Articuno, and they immediately swap into an Abomasnow. And I'm starting to calculate this. Okay, so we don't want to shield up the Slowbro. Unfortunately, it's just going to have to play this position here. Now, I'm expecting them to hit me with a Energy Ball right about now. And Slowbro is this. Look at this. Do you see this tank over here? Just absorbing these moves like it's nothing. Let's go. So we're going to go for Psychic, getting a shield from them, and potentially trying to lower their defense. No defense drop, but that's okay. Bringing in Articuno, and we're going to be taking a decent amount of damage from the Weather Ball, but it's really not too threatening because we are going to be part Ice, so it is neutralized. Bringing back that Gliscor, which we're absolutely going to dominate here. We don't need to worry about Earthquake, and we don't really need to worry about Night Slash. As you've seen, it doesn't do much damage, so we're going to go ahead and just take them out immediately here before they start throwing up more Night Slashes and bringing us down lower. So we are not going to be able to take the hits from Abomasnow. Shielding up the first Weather Ball. They're going to be able to get to another one. All we need to do is get to the Icy Wind, and we're looking good, and we'll be able to survive this. Then Articuno, I'm telling you, it should be just an Articuno showcase, to be honest with you, because this thing keeps putting in the work every time I put it on the team. And it is a bit of a weird combination of a team that we do have going on here, but it works. If I encountered Steel and it started becoming an issue, then I would swap the team out, but we didn't have that problem. Next battle met with a Swampert, and this is the one that I was talking about, how they did not throw before we got off the Icy Wind, and at this point, we're absolutely looking comfortable. Easy money win for this matchup here. I do believe most of this team is going to be weak to Articuno, as we're going to see after they go down here. I don't know what is going on with that Earthquake. I really do not know. I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay, so we take out the Swampert. We're still holding on to both shields and plenty of health. What are they going to be bringing in here? A Nidoqueen. Well, do they have a dragon in the back? Do they have a grass in the back? What is going on here? Another ground type potentially, or a flyer? This is looking pretty good for me, so we lower their stats. Kind of wanted to shield this up, but they go for Poison Fang. We survive and get to another one. I couldn't believe it. It was kind of hilarious to me. Articuno is just over here like, what showcase? You mean me? So we're bringing in the Slowbro. We're going to let this go because we did debuff them by 2 stages, and Earth Power is not even going to do much at all, as you've seen there. Bringing in a Venus. Oh, they got a grass in the back. All right, this whole team's weak to Ice. Very good. Well, not the Swampert, but it didn't like Articuno. Let's just say Articuno, they're weak to that. So, Slowbro, it's up to you, buddy. Now, we could, let it go, bring in the Scrafty, but I'm just going to go ahead and double shield and take them out with Confusion here. And we're going to be able to take that win with our Slowbro Showcase Community Day Surf that's doing things. Help me take a few wins here. Again, it's a direct upgrade. So, up against Walrein, we could have stayed there with the Articuno. We do have Ancient Power, but we're going to go ahead and swap and take that risk here. They are going to be catching a Psychic on their Pidgeot, which is great. Perfect. Love to see it here. Getting to a Surf, okay. Again, we're going to be getting stabbed from the Surf here. They're shielding it up, great. Now we're going to let everything go on this Pidgeot. We don't want to use a shield. We want to bring in our Articuno and farm them down and build up to that Ancient Power to go up against the Walrein. Now they got an Ice in the front, weak to Fighting, so they must have a counter in the back. Hopefully it's a Ghost, right? So if they do, then we're going to be looking good. Bringing in that Walrein here. We're going to let some of these go, get to an ancient power, and then we'll swap. Have them use all this energy up, then bring in the Scrafty. We're going to shield this up to keep the Articuno somewhat healthy at this point, because I have a feeling there might be something in the back weak to ice here. So we're going to get off that ancient power, swap into our Scrafty, and they've got a Toxicroak in the back. Oh boy. So it's not necessarily weak to Articuno, but it is a fighter, which actually can still go up against Articuno because of the ice typing. So we're just going to keep throwing Foul Play. Surprisingly enough, it's still doing a decent amount of damage and bringing them down into the low red. Now, I already knew this was over, but we're just going to stay here to put up a fight to see what we can do, because it's not over until it's over. Shielding that up and farming them down, leaving us shieldless at this point. Didn't want to get hit by a Sludge Bomb. And, well, these are going to start really adding up. Unfortunately, we go for the Icy Wind because they are so low, we could potentially lower their attack and then just go for an Ancient Power and take the win here after they get off this one. Let's see what it's going to be. Unfortunately, we're going to be taking a loss. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you all next time.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!
Touch the cat. This is the best day of